Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into the world of chess puzzles, and specifically, we're going to tackle the age-old question
Oh, yeah.
of whether it's better to go with online platforms or stick to those classic puzzle books.
Right.
For those of you who really want to up your game, we're going to dig into this.
Yeah, it's a good question.
So, let's be real. Those online platforms, they're everywhere these days. You got your Litchess, your chess.com. So easy to just jump in.
Oh, they're so convenient, right?
Yeah, like waiting for the bus puzzle time.
Exactly.
But I gotta say, there's a certain charm, I don't know. Appeal, yeah. To those, those thick puzzle books with that, almost like a vintage smell.
I know exactly what you mean, like that old library book smell.
No. Is there actually something more to those books, or is it just me being all nostalgic?
It's funny you should mention that because there's actually a lot more to it than just nostalgia. It's like, think about it this way. You could go to the gym and just randomly lift weights, or you could work with a personal trainer who creates a structured workout plan for you.
Right. I see where you're going with this.
And that's kind of what these curated puzzle books are like. They're put together by, chess experts, these grandmasters, these people who really, really know the game.
They've been there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so they're offering you not just a random collection of puzzles, but a really carefully curated learning experience.
Okay, so I'm hooked.
Right. It's all about context.
Okay.
Like, for example, let's say you're trying to improve your end game. You could go online and, you'll find thousands of endgame puzzles.
Right, just random, yeah.
But a good book, what it'll do is it might dedicate an entire section, right, to rook endgames.
Oh, okay.
Or queenless middle games, or a specific pawn structure. And suddenly you're not just solving in a vacuum. You're actually learning how the masters approach those specific scenarios, what principles they prioritize. It's a completely different way of thinking about puzzles.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
It's like you're almost like absorbing the thought process of a grandmaster.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like learning strategy through immersion, almost.
Exactly. And, the other thing is, and I think this is really important, is the quality control that you get with human curation.
Okay.
Because a lot of these puzzle books, the positions come from actual master games.
Wow.
They've been analyzed sometimes for decades.
Oh, wow.
And you're not going to get that kind of depth from an algorithm just spitting out random tactics.
Yeah, that makes total sense. It's like, when you solve a puzzle from a book, there's almost this, feeling of, I don't know, it's been vetted.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, it stood the test of time.
It's tried and true, yeah.
And, I've always loved how these puzzle books, some of them, they're like works of art.
Oh, absolutely.
Like the way they're designed, the pieces, the diagrams.
I think there's a beauty, right?
Yeah.
To a perfectly executed tactic, a surprising move. That kind of makes you appreciate the elegance of chess. And I don't know if you get that same feeling when you're, online and you're racing against the clock.
Yeah, it's like the difference between, I don't know, like a quick sketch and then like a masterpiece painting.
Yes.
They both have their place.
Right.
But there's like a depth and a richness to that you can't quite replicate.
Exactly.
But I do have to ask. It sounds like we're really painting a rosy picture for the books here. Does that mean online platforms are out of the picture?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I think online platforms have their own incredible strengths.
Okay.
Imagine, right, you have access to millions of chess games at your fingertips.
Yeah, it's incredible.
You can analyze your own games. You can study the styles of grandmasters.
All from, your phone.
All from your phone. And of course, there's also the benefit of, being able to play against opponents from all over the world anytime you want.
Yeah, that's true. You can't really get that from a book.
No, you can't.
So it's not really about one being better than the other. It's almost like
different tools for different jobs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like you use the books for that, like deep structured learning.
Right.
And then you hop online to really put those skills to the test in a live environment where you can make mistakes and,
Yeah, I think ideally, right, if you have the time for it, combining the two is the most powerful way to improve.
I like that. The best of both worlds. So, for all of you listening, it really comes down to, I think, figuring out what works best for you.
Right.
What's your learning style? What are your goals? Do you thrive in a very structured environment like a book would provide?
Right.
Or do you prefer a more dynamic, hands-on approach that you get with these online platforms? It's really all about finding what clicks for you.
Yeah, I think that's a great takeaway.
And hey, here's something to think about. If you could design, like, the perfect chess learning experience for yourself, what would it look like? Would it be all digital? Would you go, like, full-on old school with just books and, like, a wooden board?
Right, just you and yeah.
Or would it be some kind of hybrid? Let us know what you think. Keep those chess brains buzzing, and we'll catch you in our next deep dive.